This was so much fun and so camp, especially as someone that loves astrology and tarot. The monsters were visually cool, and it was even a little bit like Destination. Great music moments, and I'm watching this repeatedly on streaming. Was it scary? No, but that's not what I watch horror. Real life is scary. Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name is Austin. Tarot is last week's newest horror film. Yeah, I don't know any of the actors in this movie, and I really don't care. I mean, Ned's in this movie. That's the character name from the Spider-Man movies, but I don't give a shit to try to remember his actual name right now. To be honest, friends unwittingly unleash a unspeakable evil trap within a cursed deck of tarot cards. One by one, they come to face with fate, racing against death to escape the future foretold in their reading. So, since I was really busy with Star Wars, with the Star Wars video, which you guys should go check out, and not this fucking movie, which I mean, most likely you ain't because it's been a week out. But now I went to torture myself after my hard work on that video because I was spending a lot of time on that video. So I went up to make up for the missing out on this movie. So yeah, I saw this also with Pullman, which that review's up, and so that was the worst day of my life, to be honest. I don't I knew this movie was gonna be fucking trash before even it came out, before even like reviews started coming out about this movie. I don't, what the fuck, that I don't just, and there's people that were like really like that I work with at work that were like, oh, I can't wait to see Tarot. Like that poster looks pretty good. I'm like, that movie's gonna suck, and it was it was awful. This movie just does nothing clever. This movie doesn't take anything ideal with, like, it just doesn't do anything cool. It just takes something and puts some new rules to it and takes the meaning of each card and twists it into a dark way, a dark meaning. That's all this movie does. It takes, like, I don't know that much about tarot reading. I'm not a fuck I don't do it, but I know, I guess, some meanings of the cards. They have a card in here that means death but also a new beginning. And I believe there's a card in there in the deck somewhere that means like an end of a chapter and but also like a new beginning from what I can remember and from what I can understand. But in this movie, it's like, all right, so this either means death, but or it can mean also a beginning. But in this case, it means death for you. It's like, really? Wait, so you could just choose the faith? I find that to be fucking stupid. Like, I find it fucking dumb. It's, but the biggest part of the film is that you don't care about any of the characters. You don't spend enough time with them in general, to care. Like, there's this couple that are in this movie that you find out instantly that they broke up before the movie even starts. When they go up to celebrate their friend's birthday, it's like, what the fuck? Why would you guys break up before you go on to this, like, to their friend's birthday, to hang out for like a week or a weekend or a day up in this like rented house where you find these tarot cards? I don't get why. I don't get that. That's stupid. Wait after the birthday to break up, because who knows what could have happened if you guys weren't really civilized people. That could have ruined that person's birthday, making you a terrible friend. When it comes to the card reading, the way that they read the cards, of course, one of the people that mostly our main lead knows how to do tarot reading, which is fucking stupid. And it's not even her deck, it's someone else's deck. It's like, why not have this be, that person's house, and she comes upon this deck? Because one of the things that they make up in this movie, which I don't believe is true, but if you use someone else's tarot deck cards, it's bad luck. I don't think that's necessarily true. You have to get permission or something. I have no idea. Again, I'm not a tarot reading. I'm just going based off what I heard. And someone that's really good at tarot reading, please let me know in the comment section below. You could be my guest at that point. She does these tarot readings, and so it's the whole point of the movie is that because of those readings, those things are going to happen to those particular person. But then when those things actually happen to those certain persons, those things actually happen to what they look like on the cards. When the picture on the cards don't actually mean what is that don't actually. Like there's this one card with a sword going impaling somebody. It's like, does it when someone reads that card, it doesn't mean the actual meaning of the picture. That doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't mean you're actually, whatever this is going to actually stab you. Honestly, kind of actually ruins the whole fucking movie. It's like, oh, well, I'm going to read this, your fate, and whatever I read that's actually going to happen to you. It's like, well, okay, then take out the suspense of what's going to happen. It's like, okay, well, that's how that person's going to die. Even though one of them actually don't die that way. It's like, there's this one part of the movie where is like a pointless scene of a character of, like, you know, the demon attacking this person and nothing fucking happens. And it's like, what was even the point of that scene? What was even the fucking point? Because they spent on it like for like a good 5 to 8 minutes in the film to scare you. It's like, oh my god, what the hell? Oh, what's going on? And it's like, and it's nothing happens. It's like, what was the fucking point? To drag out the runtime? That's probably what it fucking was for. And like you don't get even a good understanding how this demon works. This demon just does whatever. It can interact with things. It can predict when a certain, like, if a vehicle comes at that moment and that will kill you. It's like, oh, well, I said this to you reading. Be careful of what track you go down. You might go down the wrong track. It's like, but how does the demon predict? How does a demon? How does what? This movie is just falls note by note of the tropes of how typical horror films. Like, you have that old lady in the film that survived a previous attempt, and next this old lady is going to come in and try to help out, and next it goes completely fucking terrible. And it's like, either the old lady comes in and helps and like it goes all wrong, or the old lady is evil. Those are the only two aspects in any fucking horror films apparently now these days. Yeah, so I don't know what else to really talk about in this movie. Nothing was really clever. It was pretty fucking boring. It was pretty predictable. Nothing interesting happens. I honestly was more interested into like the flashbacks that they kind of showed. I was kind of like, I felt kind of at some point I was like, you know, I don't feel bad for any. Out of all the characters, I didn't feel bad. I actually kind of felt bad for the demon, a tiny bit. And it's like, oh, well, that's sad. Well, okay, well, I kind of wish that was like the movie. But, you know, overall the movie's fucking sucked, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna give Tarot an F. Just go see Planet of the Apes. I should have said that in my Pool Man review because that one's more relevant than this one. Go see Planet of the Apes. But yeah, anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.